Let me bring on board a very special guest, the Chairman and Managing Director of Coal India, Mr. Anil Kumar Jha. Mr. Jha, good afternoon. This is Nikunj Dalmia from the Mumbai studio. Thank you for joining us. Now, Mr. Jha, there has been a huge decline
Good afternoon.
Hi, thank you for joining us, and it's your first time on ET Now, so a very warm welcome on behalf of the entire team.
Thank you.
Now, there is a huge decline in EBITDA and PAT. Is this largely attributed to just employee expenses?
You have been provided with the press statement now. The reason has been very explicitly explained. You are aware that in case of Coal India Limited, we have discharged a huge liability in the form of enhancement of gratuity from 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs, and the total burden on that account is around 7,384 crores. You are also aware that due to wage enhancement, there was an additional burden of around 2,700 crores. And for executive pay revision, we have kept a provision of around 800 crores. So if all those things are taken together, and if it is compared like to like from 16-17 between and 17-18, then you will find that in case of 16-17, PBT was 14,400 something, and in case of 17-18, it will come around 22,000 crores. But due to the fact that we have kept a huge liability provision, you are seeing that it is around 10,000 crores.
My next question, I think, is the obvious question, which I used to ask your predecessor also, that why the total output of Coal India has been not up to the mark. What are the challenges why Coal India is not able to perhaps mine much more coal despite the kind of reserves they are sitting on? And as the new CMD, how are you planning to ensure that there is a marked improvement on that account?
What is up to the mark, sir?
Just talking about the production
what
targets which have been given. I'm sorry?
Meant by up to the mark?
No, Mr. Jha, my question to you is that if I look at the production targets which Coal India had set couple of years ago versus what you've delivered in last couple of years, I guess the potential is very large, and it is just that you've not been able to increase your production target in line with your potential.
No, in last year our target was 600 million ton. Out of that 600 million ton, Coal India has produced 567.37 million tons. You know that mining is exposed to so many hazards. First and foremost is land acquisition. In case of MCL, which has to produce around 150 million ton, it could not produce 150 million ton. Instead, it produced only 143 million ton. There was a loss of 7 million ton. Exclusively due to the problem of land acquisition. We didn't have the sufficient land to work. In case of SECL also, similar type of situation is there. There was certain delay in environmental and forestry clearance also. But as of now, Coal India has achieved 96% of the production target. And in coming year, it will further improve. We have accelerated the pace of environmental and forestry clearance, and we are very sure that with coming time, we will achieve the production level of Coal India.
Mr. Jha, the huge decline in EBITDA and PAT has been attributable to the surge in employee benefit expenses in continuation with the hike given pursuant to the October agreement. Why such a huge adjustment in the last quarter of the fiscal? Have the wage costs been higher than earlier anticipated?
Last fourth quarter fiscal, due to the fact that there was a liability on account of gratuity payment. Previously, we used to pay 10 lakhs as gratuity. Now it has been enhanced by 20 lakhs. So that additional burden has to be taken into account into the fourth quarter results. Otherwise, if you compare like to like, in 16-17 in fourth quarter, the figure was around 4,700. And in case of 17-18, the figure is around 1,200. But you will appreciate that it has absorbed 7,384 crores on account of gratuity payment. So in fact, there was a surge in quarter 4 result.
or with this adjustment, let me put it like that, of more than 16,000 crores, have you pretty much finished the accounting of the entire wage hike?
Yes, we have taken into account the impact due to entire wage hike.
Okay. Could you also, give us an update about e-auctions and how realizations are changing for Coal India there?
As you are all aware that there is a huge demand of power in the country. Every day we are getting increased requirement of coal as far as power sector is concerned. So we are diverting maximum coal to the power sector. So we are left with some little amount of coal for the auction and all that. Just to supplement the local industry, we will go for auction. Otherwise, our aim would be to give power plant as much coal as required.
Discount to import parity for Coal India's own pricing, Mr. Jha, with the hikes taken in Jan, has that narrowed? And can we expect any more such hikes?
I couldn't follow you, ma'am.
I was asking you about, the discount that you've taken to the import parity for Coal India's own pricing for the coal that they sell. Has that discount narrowed?
That discount has not narrowed. We are still providing coal at a discount of 40 to 60% as compared to the imported coal.
And so do we expect more hikes, more increases in realizations?
In near future, I don't think so.
The logic given by people who are importing imported coal is that their coal has a better calorific value, better quality, and that is the reason why the prices are higher. Is that true?
It is true.
Okay. So it would be unfair to compare the price what Coal India is getting versus what imported coal is commanding. Can I safely conclude that?
No, you cannot conclude that. On like-to-like basis also, Indian coal is the cheapest. If you compare on the basis of gross calorific value, then also Indian coal is cheaper.
So my next or perhaps my last follow-up question to you, Mr. Jha, would be that with the change of guard at Coal India, how will things change and what are you planning to do differently to ensure that Coal India not only meets their output but also but also beats their output?
Sir, all my predecessors were very illustrious. They have given me a very easy task. Road is laid down. I only have to follow them. And with the increased support from Ministry of Coal and Government of India, we have got expedition in forestry clearance and environmental clearance. We are taking up the matter with the state government for acquisition of land, environmental and forestry clearance, and slight improvement in law and order. And I am pretty sure that Coal India will regain greater heights and it will achieve its production target with the expectation that its financial will be much better in this year.
I certainly wish you luck for that, Mr. Jha. But my last follow-up question would be that, Coal India has always followed a very generous dividend policy. Now you've taken a large provisioning, which means your cash reserve could actually be impacted at least for FY19. Could that change your dividend policy also?
Sir, I am not a finance man, but I would pose a question to you. Why don't you buy Coal India shares?
I'm sorry, sir?
If it is giving so much dividend, you should buy some Coal India shares.
No, my compliance doesn't permit me, but I have always had great regard for the company, sir. It's a national asset. It's a very valuable asset, and I wish you good luck with your tenure.
Sir, the money is also going to the national cause only.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Jha, appreciate your time.